Stop worrying about the potential profit you can make on a trade and get better with your process. When you focus on the process, making money profitably is a byproduct. Most traders are way too focused on what could potentially happen in the trade and where their winnings could take them, rather than focus on the process that actually gets them there and creates those profits. Is mastery in trading possible? Master your edge in the process. Understand that mastering the markets isn't a thing. It's a volatile beast that at any time, anything can happen. So act accordingly. Now I wrote this one day because there's been too many instances and I've been subject of the same thing. We focus too much on the outcome and we're trying to become masters and tame this beast of the markets, but it's really just not possible. Every single day, the markets are new. We don't know whether it's going up or down. The only thing we control and focus on at the end of the day is our process. If we actually focus on becoming the best in our process, then making money and everything else will all fall into place inevitably. Overthinking is your worst enemy in trading. Go back to your process. If you did everything you really could have, followed your rules, then there's no reason to overthink. So again, if you just focus on what got you there instead of what's there, you would be a lot further. There's just way too many times where you're looking at the P&L, looking at the money, and hoping that you make $10, $20, $100, $1,000, where really you should be focusing on, did I follow my rules to get there instead of am I just there? Make your trading goals targeted on the process, not the outcome. I'm sure you fell victims of this in the beginning. You put your goals, I hope to make $1,000 this week, $10,000 this week, $10,000 this month. All that is nice and good to have dreams to get there, but really what you should do is reverse engineer it and focus on the process. At $10,000 your end goal, what are the steps you need to take to actually get there? Step 1, you need to have this amount in your account. Step 2, you need to be risking this. Step 3, you know where you need to be at the end of each week. All just steps like that. What actually gets you there to your end goal? If your goals are more oriented to the process, then the actual outcome is just a byproduct. It's okay to fail as long as you don't become a failure. Instead, become a student who learns from their mistakes. This is too many times we take a loss or we fail a challenge or we blow an account and then immediately afterwards we get frustrated and mad and think we're failures. But everything's just a mindset thing. If you think, okay, cool, this all happened, what can I actually learn from it so that next time I don't fall victim of it? Then that's when you actually start to make progress. Instead of bringing yourself down and becoming a failure, bring yourself up and become a student so you become better and better in this skill. A lifelong skill. And some expect to learn it in 6 months to a year. Let's be real now. And you're expecting it to learn it within this next year or so, especially if you're just new to the game. I'm sure you already heard this example before, but I want you to really drill it in your head. Doctors, lawyers, and nurses go to school for 4+ years just to get their degree, and then they start working. So why do you expect to, in half the time, which is possible, I became profitable in 2.5 to 3 years in, not 6 months to a year in. Once you realize that you actually want to do this for the long term, then you don't really have to hurry up. It'll all come in due time. Have faith in yourself, have faith in God. The more you rush things, the slower you actually go. And the more you take your time, the further you actually go. Let me tell you a quick story. In my most recent prop firm, I kept trying to hurry my process, risk more, overtrade. And then I sat and I was like, hold on, let me just focus on 1 to 2% a month. Even if I get that, I'm doing way better than 90% of traders. Not only that, I'm really in no hurry, because if I go in this mindset and I get funded past phase 1, past phase 2, and then I just hurry for a payout, then I'm failing. So let me start thinking of like a profitable trader and reverse engineer all the things that failing traders do and then eliminate that. And the number one thing they do is they try to hurry up their journey. So once you start having patience in your process and again in your journey, then everything will fall into place. So really I want you to stop putting the time limit on your profitability, and 9 times out of 10, that's when you actually start to make progress. Understand the mind of a successful trader. When reading that or hearing that, a couple of things probably sparked in your head. If not, brainstorm some ideas. So why not become just exactly what you thought? This was actually a great breaking point, layer 2 of my breaking point of just another aha moment. I kept hearing a lot, oh, you want to become a millionaire, then just start acting like one, embody that personality, or, just become. Just do it! So one day I was like, if I want to become a profitable trader, it kind of feels like you're just like climbing and just like trying to get through the tall grass there. And why not just become? Why not just become a profitable trader? So once I started having that mindset, and I was like, okay, a profitable trader would do this, they wouldn't do that, they would do this, this, and this, and again, they wouldn't do that. Let me become. Once I actually became that person and started thinking like that person is actually when I became a profitable trader. So you can either pause here or after this video, take out a pen and paper and act like you're talking to a profitable trader right across from you. What are the things they would tell you to do? So jot those down, and then somewhere around your setup, put it above you, to the side, or just in front of you. And every morning, read that list and just remember to follow it. At the top, I want you to write become and I am. You already have a profitable trader inside of you. All you have to do is embody it. And I can't let you leave without another exercise or a little tip. Turn off your P&L. This is a trick I still use. First, you've entered your trade on your broker. Now, go to TradingView and add in the same position with the long or short position tool. That way, you can see how everything is looking without seeing numbers jump, without emotions jumping. So like I said, this is a trick I still use to this day. On one screen, I'll enter my position, put my stop loss, my take profit, and then I'll close out of that tab. And then on TradingView, you're not actually entering the position. You just have the tool that allows you to see the take profit and your stop loss. So when you're in drawdown, you still see that you're in drawdown, but you don't see negative this amount, negative $100, negative $1,000, then you won't start sweating as much. It actually allows you to study your trades more, because then in that moment, you're not worried about, oh, I'm making this much, or oh, I'm losing this much. You're more like, okay, this candle is doing this. Now I know for next time I can make a mental note. This is a good candle. Oh, wow, it's pushing up. Let me kind of, you're able to study your trade more, be in the present without your emotions taking control, which leads to getting out early or losing more than you should because you want to lose your stop loss or whatnot. So your next trading day, I want you to test this out and then come back to the comments and let me know what you think about it. Now, all this is good when implemented. So there's two things you could do. You can click off this video, go to the next trading video and take no action, or you can click the first link in the bio and join my community where I break down the basics for you to start trading and making money immediately. So if you want to get started for free, go check that out.